Hello, my wonderful people. Welcome back to the news. Tensions ahead of 2027 is too high, and it's said that 5 PDP governors are reportedly aligning with El-Rufia and Peter Obi for the 2027 presidential election. 5 PDP governors are reportedly working behind the scenes to support El-Rufia and Peter Obi's presidential ticket in the 2027 election. Sources suggest that the group has reached an understanding with the former vice president and the 2023 People's Democratic Party's presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar to weaken the party's influence and prevent a split in opposition vote, similar to what happened in the last general elections. Guys, it's happening. The former governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufia, reportedly called for a broad, political alliance. He made this call recently, which many observers see as an indication that he does not plan to run under the PDP. And Atiku and El-Rufia have been working closely with 5 governors to actualize this plot. Reports indicate that El-Rufia and Atiku have held multiple meetings in recent weeks, culminating in their joint condolence visits to the family of the late elder statesman Edwin Clark. A source further explained that the strategy is to prevent a repeat of the 2023 election, where votes were divided among the PDP, the Labour Party, and the New Nigerian People's Party, making it easier for the All Progressive Congress and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to win the election. And guys, before now, some persons are already pressuring Atiku. Some persons were pressuring Atiku to drop his presidential ambition. A lot of PDP chieftains, some other non-political party personalities and dignitaries stood out of their way to tell Atiku Abubakar to not contest in the 2027 presidential election. Some were insisting that the South should retain power for 8 years, that Atiku should not contest if they want the rotation of power to remain as it is, because the 2027 presidency, should be microzoned to the south, as as it has been microzoned to the south. Some are saying it should be microzoned to the south. Some are saying Tinubu should take over and all of that. That Tinubu will complete his remaining tenure in 2027. Now, the 2023 election, we all know what happened during the 2023 election, but then the PDP and other opposition political parties seems to be re-strategizing ahead of the 2027 presidential election. They don't want to repeat what the mistakes they did in the past. They don't want history to repeat itself again. Now, these developments, if true, signals a major realignment in Nigeria's political space, with opposition forces seeking a unified front. The 2027 election may see a more consolidated challenge to the APC's hold on power. However, the fate of the PDP remains uncertain as internal conflict continues to threaten its stability. Previously, we saw how Atiku and other dignitaries visited the home of the late elder statesman Pa Edwin Clark. Edwin Clark died on Monday, February 17th, at the age of 97. And Nigeria indeed has lost a great jewel, over the death of Pa Edwin Clark. But calls are coming up ahead of the 2027 elections. There are so many political movements going on. They are not even waiting up till they are not waiting for 2026. The politicking has started. Atiku has started making movements. Now it's said that 5 PDP governors have called on Atiku to support El-Rufia and Obi's tickets. Guys, how true is this? I mean, if this is true, that means something cooking. I mean, something huge is cooking, and we don't really see El-Rufia and Tinubu and Peter Obi emerging as candidates, not to talk of running for presidency. How would it really be like if El-Rufia and Peter Obi, emerges? Probably Peter Obi will be a presidential candidate, and El-Rufia will be a vice presidential candidate. But all these things they are just doing it because they don't want the mistakes of 2023 to repeat itself again. And now the politicking has started. We also know that before now, it was said that the former, I beg your pardon, the Bayelsa governor, Doyin Diri, is another significant person whom many have called out to run for the presidency. Some have said Doyin Diri should run alongside the former president Goodluck Jonathan, that these guys should run for the People's Democratic Party. So many suggestions are just coming up ahead of 2027. So many suggestions, so many candidates they are bringing up just to, but what can we say? If they can successfully form this coalition that is, that is not the PDP, neither is it a Labour Party, but a combination of all political parties, then once they form this coalition, this mega political party, then we'll see the next step. But as for El-Rufai emerging as a presidential candidate and Obi, this seems to be strange. It's also strange to the ears, but we are waiting for El-Rufai and Obi's reaction to this. I'm sure they may probably distance themselves from this claim. Yes, they would. Guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.
It's Nigerians must, not only Nigeria. He was a pan-Nigerian. Anybody paying tribute to him and confines him to only the Niger Delta is not being fair to his services, to his sense of patriotism, and to his struggles in this country. Therefore, on behalf of the entourage that I have led here this afternoon, we want to offer our deepest condolences